Hello there, John the Bearded Vampire here. Welcome to another video. Um, it is kind of like 1:40 in the morning. Oof. I'm expecting a call in about 9 hours, and I'm really stressing out about it. Um, it's from the psychiatrist, kind of consultant type person, and I don't like talking on the phone, so it stresses me out a bit. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Um, I just want to give a quick kind of um, lowdown to one of my favourite bands. This is a my favourite bands video. Um, this week we are gonna kind of have a quick kind of chat about a German band, a German industrial metal band, one of the biggest in the industry, one of my favourites. I've loved them since about 97, 98. So a good 20 plus years. And if you haven't guessed who that is, it is Rammstein. Um, a friend first introduced me to them with their Sehnsucht album. He thought it looked really cool because all the band members had like forks and knives and spoons kind of bent around their head in different kind of shapes, kind of like to form masks and stuff. Um, so that was like one album that he bought that he liked because of the way it looked, and then he liked the music to it as well. And he was like in school kind of class one day, and he kind of like let me borrow his earpiece that he was listening to from his CD player. I know a CD player now. It's just like back in the day when you had portable CD players. Um, he also had one called Mutter as well. Their album called Mutter, which is German for mother. Mutti is mummy, Mutter is mother. Well, actually did German at GCSE, so it's I can pick out the odd word here and there. Um, yeah, it was. He had like Mutter as well, and he loved that album cover because it was all like preserved kind of heads and babies and weird stuff in formaldehyde and stuff like that. They're very two iconic albums by them. They're very heavy industrial music. I think the fact they sing in German rather than English just adds to the heaviness. And for some reason, German is kind of lends itself to metal quite well. Um, it's like they used to get played at the nightclub that I worked at, but I never really knew them or knew who they were at the time. It wasn't until I actually left school and kind of remembered those album covers that my friend had shown me that I bought them for myself and listened to them properly, that I kind of fell in love with them. Um, I've not got all their albums, I've only got a few. I've got their newest one, which is called Deutschland, which is obviously Germany in German. And then obviously I've got Mutter and Sehnsucht as well. And they're the only three that I've really got. But I've listened to the majority of others via borrowing them off other people and listening to them online through YouTube and Spotify and stuff. And then it was like that I'd heard the music at that stage, but it wasn't until I was listening and watching kind of Kerrang and MTV2 and Scuzz on the old TV over there that I saw who they were, and like their music videos. They are just like awesome videos. They've got a song called Sonne, and the music video to that is basically Snow White, but it's kind of like the dwarves are working for Snow White because she's like their kind of mistress kind of thing. They're dom, so it's really kind of cool. Like she's making them dig for gold and emeralds and diamonds and whatever. Just digging for precious stuff. So it's kind of cool. They have one called Lynx, Lynx 234, and that's all ants. And they get invaded by great big beetles, and then all the ants kind of gather together, and they overtake the beetles, and then they overtake the world. Because it's ants, and ants will rule the world one day. Yeah, they've got really weird kind of things. A lot of you will have known who Rammstein is, whether you know them by name or whether you know them by sound. If you ever watched Triple X, the action film with Vin Diesel in, there's a song called Feuerfrei, and that's by Rammstein. It's one of the main tunes on that album, that soundtrack. So yeah, so you've heard that song, or if you've ever watched The Matrix, there's or listened to their soundtrack. They have Du Hast. I think it's Du Hast on the Matrix album. It could be Ickville, but I think it's Du Hast. So yeah, they are a very popular one. They've recently taken a break. They took a break for about 3 or 4 years, I think. But then they've come back with this one like Deutschland. Deutschland, that whole song Deutschland is controversial because people, being people, don't understand the lyrics properly. They seem to think, and the video to it is all weird, and it's got like Nazis and them being Nazis and so on. But it's not about Nazis. It's not about that era of Germany. Deutschland is all about it being this up and coming kind of new country. Some of the lyrics, I can't remember what they're in German, but it's like we are so young and not so old. Saying, we're still learning, we're still making mistakes. Which is why they've got the Nazi thing in there to say, look, this is our past, but we've moved on from it. Because there's like future bits that have gone really back in time. Do kind of like a Till of the Hun type things. Obviously not a Till of the Hun itself, because that was like other part of the world. But that kind of era. Then have like future ones where they've gone up in space and so on. So it deals with like Germany's past, present, and future. And obviously that's what it actually means, the song. But people have just been so transfixed on seeing this Nazi and them being Nazis, and not understanding the lyrics because it's in German, that they've interpreted it wrong. They are a brilliant live band. I've never seen them live, but I've seen videos of live concerts. I've heard live albums, but the videos I've seen of the live concerts are phenomenal. They have like huge, great big pyrotechnics and lasers and lights. Certain places they even have like those foam cannons. They put on an absolute show. They are quite often voted one of the best live bands to see in the metal industry, because they put on such a show. You don't just go and listen to them, you physically have a show put on. They do some weird stuff as well. Perhaps if you've heard of them, you might have heard of them doing other weird kind of X-rated stuff as well. And they have. But yeah, in general, it's like pyrotechnics and light shows and stuff like that. One of the guys has a flamethrower on his guitar, so when he's strumming away, kind of like he can kind of activate the flamethrower have great big flames coming out of it. All sorts of stuff. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to leave it here because I think I'm getting low on disk space. So yeah, that's Rammstein for you. One of the best industrial metal bands in the world. I hope you like this video. If you have, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that buzzery belly type thing. And I'll see you all in another video. Bye.